All right, I'm gonna do an experiment. It's just to follow along. Nothing illegal. It's just an experiment to see oxygenated honey water. See how it results. I'm gonna measure its initial gravity. I'm gonna measure time and see how it does. Uh, 3 pounds. It's gonna be a total. Okay, 3 pounds of honey. A total of a gallon's worth of liquid. From there, it's just a waiting game then. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. All right. So I got my vessel. I got my honey. I got my water, and I have undistilled water, so I can reintroduce nutrients. I have actually ferment O, so if that extra bit of unclean water is not enough. So I have a simple theory that most others would most likely disagree with when it comes down to chemistry. If you want a form of uncontrolled yet a not extreme form of natural nutrients, what you should do is basically make a vaccine. Have incredibly clean water, which would be a very clean vessel or bacterium, reintroduce some of the bad qualities of a virus back into it, and you have a vaccine. It's weak, it's pathetic, but the yeast will thrive in it. Plus, you're getting extra nutrients, and I'm going to be using more than a teaspoon. So first of all, I open this up. The lid, I'm just going to put over here. It's going to stay over there. Turn on my scale. There we go. This thing was made for this, basically. And 0. Now, change it to pounds. I'm going to be using 3 pounds of honey. This is wildflower honey. It feels slightly denser than most honey that I've bought. So this test is really just to see how long yeast will last. Because I understand that from a chemistry standpoint, this is more just a chemistry test for me, not really an add up. That yeast will eat sugar and produce byproducts, good and bad, some healthy, some not, and haha. Now I went with a large lid because it's easier to deal with, and my hands are big, so I can get in there. Um, 0.8. Fucking scratched more. Half a pound. Tenth of a pound. So I am a tenth of a pound away. It's not a good thing, but for now, just leave that on there. And then get this one ready. Thing turned off. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. So I was at 1 pound and 0.9, so 1.9 pounds. Don't know, I just said it that way. And now, second bottle. There's 0.4 away. I believe that with the black tea that I have here, it's black tea, so I get more tannins, because tannins are good for yeast, I've heard. I don't know how true that is. All right. Funnel in. Heating up the honey will make it less viscous, making it easier to get the rest out. Put this back on. 0. Now this is a mixture. All that honey is gone, so 0.44 you should be looking for. 0.44, yep. Oh, a little over. No, there's not much else. Ah, nice number. 0.405. 0.45. My apologies. Now, I'm going to fill it in with a bit of unclean water. It's 100 milliliters. Now, I do have to get something. So I put in 100 unclean milliliters of water, which is about 4 ounces. Okay, perfect. So the other 90 ounces that I need to fill this shit with is going to be unclean. $90 ounces. $20. You see how good I am at this? All right, let's stop there. So I'm at 50 right now. Well, hold up. Let me actually get 50. 50. Yeah, good. So there's 50 in there. I'm going to mix it up now. So, I got 26 ounces here. Need a paper towel. In the water bottle. I just wanted to measure it out. And I completely forgot to tell you, and actually remind myself, that the tea itself is about 6.4 ounces of material, because I said it midway, but I never actually completed my thought. Teacup itself is about 13 ounces. The tea itself with the cup weighed 19. So it fluctuated. So let's just be the smart one. If its final was 19.5, $13.5. Final was 18. We're closer to 18. So, therefore, we have about 5 ounces. So instead of hitting 95, we'll be hitting 90. So I added 50. This is 26. Then it'd just be a few more than that. Well, that's a lot more than, I might have did my math wrong, because that looks like a gallon, and this is supposed to fill up to a gallon. So, either I'm missing out on how pounds work for honey, and I did the math wrong. We'll call it that. And keep it here. So I'm going to start again, and this time, I'm just going to make it into a time lapse. So, the last parts are adding my additives. So I have chopped up golden raisins, because why not? It was about an ounce, maybe. It was closer to 3 over 4 ounces. So 3/4, if you like talking proper English. And I'm gonna try to measure out exactly 2 grams of yeast here. And if I go a bit over, that's fine. If I go way over, then that's horrible. Two grams. Nice. Okay. That's 2 grams. Not a lot of yeast. I mean, yeah. And you reintroduce some water, so it does a bit better. About an ounce, actually. Wow, 0.99 ounce. I'm real good at that. You just mix it up. So after this, I'll be taking the gravity, and basically it. There you go. It's all mixed up, reintroduced, so the yeast will live longer, as I've read and as I've seen in people who do, those comparison videos. Got some of my yeast stuck on the walls. Just gonna push those down. Now, for people who don't know, yeast is incredibly small. So small that most filters, after a while, can't get to them. So, pretty cool if I think so myself. Okay. It's most of all the yeast I need, and now I very, very lightly stir. I mean, as soft as a feather on a child's cheek. Not that cheek. Hope that doesn't get me demonetized. Just like a very soft touch. Yep. Okay. Now, once more, use my silicone rubber. Thank you so much, Dad. There we go. Saved most of what I lost. Maybe like 100 Fahrenheit at most. So now, my graduated cylinder, I'm gonna bring that real nice and close, try to line it up for you guys. And put this over here. Bring this over. Try not to take in any raisins, hopefully. And just soak up some. So right there. That's exactly what you're not supposed to do, but oh well. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see that. All right. The fun begin. Let's see our initial gravity. So, what I'm hoping for is a beginning gravity of, try to point it out. You can read that. It says 1.12, or a little lower, like 1.11, 1.13. That'd be nice. I don't think I'm gonna hit that, but we'll see. Too much inside. Damn you. Okay. Pick this up. This is my second time, and it's been a while. So, last time I ran this experiment, I did horribly. The yeast did not live very long. Okay. Oh! Oh, that's good. Oh, right on the money. I was hoping for 1.11, wait, 1.12. It's just sitting right above that. So that's amazing. That's great. Yay. Yay. So that's really good. It means that I didn't add too much water. It means that somewhere along the line, I mismeasured about like 20 milliliters. No, 20 ounces of liquid. Don't know where. You know, I think I know where I lost it. Yeah. When I was adding the water, I think I hit Terra once. Might have been midway through pour. So instead of 50, we actually had 70, or like 15 with that. No. Every drop matters. Well, not really. But, back into the container with you. Actually, just don't want it to be sticky. There we go. Now, there. There. Put this back over to the side. Re-add this back in. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I mean, I'm basically making a very old Viking tradition. And the very last component, so due to the fact that actually I have to move the entire bottle downstairs so it's in a more controlled area because yeast dies in the light. Learned that one the hard way last time. So this big bottle will have the airlock, which is the last part. I just gotta fill that up with a simple cleaning or a sterilizer. Nothing nothing like mega strong. Just like I think like 40% alcohol, which I can just water down from alcohol wipe. I'm kidding. I'm just gonna use like a tiny bit of actual alcohol, rum, vodka, anything that's just will work. Now, I gotta clean all this up. That was from breakfast. Well, it's been cool.